guys, I'm Max from Montreal HC Live. I'm here with Chris from Moths to Flames. So to start this interview up, I was wondering, is it your first headlining tour in Canada, and how is it going so far?
Yeah, man, this is actually the first time we've ever been to Canada as a band. We did the headliner in the States back in June, which was last year, so it's cool. A year later, we're doing something out of the States. Like I said, this is our first time here. It's been great, a lot of fun. The kids are cool. Like I said, we're enjoying it. It's awesome, man.
How it went to complete the lineup, and how did you deal with the 3 lineup changes from the original band?
I actually started the band with Aaron, who plays bass now. He kind of had the band put together, I guess so to say, when like prior to me coming over, he hit me up and was like, yo, I have a band ready with some songs, let's do it. And it was kind of one of those things where he and I were going to keep the band going regardless of the people who weren't
just keep it alive.
Yeah, and that's the thing, it doesn't really make a difference to us if people don't want to stick around and deal with it, because my heart's in it and his heart's in it, and we've been there from the beginning, and it's what's important to us. So we're just going to keep going. I mean, it sucks. It's kind of hard for the fans who have been there from the beginning to see change with a band, that they've grown to be used to. But it's just life. It goes on. The band is still progressing and stuff. It's not holding us back. So I feel like it's okay.
Ups and downs, but keep it running, man. What's the musical process for Moths to Flames? Is there one of the guys who is more involved in the musical writing process than the others, or is it really mostly a whole band effort, composing and such?
It's kind of turned into now where we bring in different ideas, where our guitar player Eli will kind of write a song with his vibe, and then our guitar player Zach, who's been there from the beginning, he'll write his idea of how he wants it to sound. I'd say he's the main dude that writes and is the idea behind it a lot. But I mean, it's come to the point where it's more of a group effort now than rather just put off on one person. The guys all get together and pre-pro the stuff out. Our drummer Kevin does all the stuff from home, so it's it works out really well. We can sit down and record the parts and hear them back, rather than guess how they're going to sound on recording. So
I see that the band signed with Rise Records. Why did you guys decide to go with Rise Records amongst other labels out there?
I mean, it was one of those things. I'd been in other bands before. When I was 17, I was in a band called Emarosa, who actually put out a record on Rise, so I had a relationship with them. So when this band started, it was we had goals to be on, X label, and Rise, and we just worked for it. And it turns out that Rise was one of the labels that bit when we sent the songs in, and the opportunity arose, and it was just something we aren't gonna pass it up. Some of my favorite bands are on Rise, and the name is really good. They're really good about pushing their bands, and
all right.
I feel like it's a good home for us.
And also, if it's possible to leak that information, I don't know if it is from your point, but for how many albums would you guys have signed with, possibly?
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
3 albums?
2 with an option of a third. So.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. We'll be around for a little bit longer. So.
How was your studio experience with your first album, When We Don't Exist, that released November 8, 2011, and with who did you work on it, on the project?
Okay. We worked with Will Putney at the Machine Shop. He's done bands For Today, Upon a Burning Body. So we kind of went into it with a mindset of being really excited, because he's done really good work with bands that we look up to. So the vibe was really cool. He did a really good job. He was really helpful with structuring, not structuring, I guess, just helping us put parts where they needed to be in the song. Yeah, in a sense, he helped us really find the style that we wanted to be, and if like if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't be, where we are. So we're mad thankful. The experience was awesome. We wouldn't change it. So.
Also, if you could talk to us about the shooting of You Won't Be Missed, who reached 1.7 million views. Where did you guys shoot it, and with who did you work on that project also?
We did the video with a company called Thunderdown Country Productions. It was really like a kind of a last minute thing. We were kind of pressed for time, so it was kind of like, okay, show up at this location, wear something that's normal for the band. So we kind of just showed up in our normal getup and just had to just like play out the song for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and then that was pretty much the video. Like I said, it was pretty much the only thing that we could come out with the time that we were given. I think we had about 2 or 3 days before we were leaving for a tour, so it was like we got in, did what we needed to do, and it turns out that the video like worked out, and I feel like it did the point for the song, and it was good.
That's cool. All right. A lot of hardcore bands are using sub drops. Do you think this trend is there to stay, or will it like slowly fade away, disappear? And what's your point of view on that?
I mean, we use like them when it's necessary in the songs, when there's spots for them, like where they're at on the record, they're there live. We aren't a band that has a pad, that sits and overdoes it. We feel like if there's a part where you feel like it's necessary, then put it there, but don't overdo it. I feel like it's one of those things that like it's probably going to stay around for a long time.
So how's your touring life actually? Do you still live and sleep in the van, or are you guys slowly getting somewhat comfortable, like hotels or whatever?
See, I mean, like you're asking like us, that's the wrong people, because we find sometimes that we're most comfortable in the van, like even opportunities where we could sleep in a hotel, or like let's just sleep in the van, like because we travel with 6 people, we have 6 spaces to sleep, so it's not like we're not at a loss for space, or like it's pretty comfortable too. I mean, I don't know, it's just weird. I've been touring for like 4 or 5 years, so I've just gotten to be used to it. It's one of those things like I won't even need to be tired. We get in the van and I'll just lay down and just pass out, just because it's just like it's just more comfortable to me than like
part of your home.
Yeah,
basically.
dude, it's awesome, man, for sure.
Like to finish this off, it's already the end of it. Are you guys excited to be on the Scream Like You Mean It tour, and what's coming for you guys after that tour, if you have any ideas?
Okay, yeah, no, we're like mad stoked. That's one of the best tours I feel like that our band has had the opportunity to do. Like all the bands collectively are really great. They're gonna pull like their own crowd, which I think is good for us to be put in front of those bands. And I mean, we're honored to even be considered with some of those bands, or bands that we listen to and have listened to for years, and multiple albums. So it's cool that we get the opportunity. Our plan is to just stay on the road. We might we're actually hitting the studio after this tour to do a couple new songs. We'll see if they get put out. We're kind of just like demoing out some new stuff to see how the progression of the band has been since the album's out. So we'll see.
Right, cool. Sure. Max from Montreal HC Live. Chris, check this shit out. Love it.
Guys.
Have fun.